well, and also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 4 English lesson on homophones. And before we start with our lesson on homophones, we're going to log into aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged into aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, once we have logged in, put in our username, our password, then we're going to select the subject, which is English Language Arts, grade 4. All right. So now we see that our chapter is homophones. The subject is English Language Arts, grade 4. And the lessons that we will be focusing on under the chapter of homophones are homophones with pictures, identify homophones, and to use the correct homophone. All right. So homophones with pictures, we're going to identify homophones and we're going to use the correct homophone, right? So homophones are words that sound the same, right? But they have different spellings and meanings. So homophones are words that sound the same, but they have different spellings and meanings. For example, right, if we're going to look at a few examples on words that are actually like different, but like the words, it sounds the same, but it's different in meaning. For example, if you look at the word buy, all right. So if we look at the first one, it says, my friends and I buy lunch at school. So we say the homophones are words that sounds the same, but they have different spellings and meanings. For example, my friends and I buy lunch at school. All right. right. So we said that it is words that sounds the same, eh? But they have different spellings and meanings. And we spoke about the first buy, right? It's like where it's like you need to give money in order to get something. So that is the exchange. You give money and I give you anything. It's just a buying, right? So it's like you are paying for it yourself. All right. Then we all eat by the gate. Then we have another word that says, then we will eat together by the big tree. So by the big tree, right? And if we look at the word by, then it's almost like it's either near or far, depending on the distance. All right, so this by, it's like it can mean distance, whether you're far, whether you're near, whether you're over there, right? That is by. And then we have another one that says by. And this by, right, it is when all right. So homophones with, we're gonna go and check more about homophones, right? By going to aplusstudents.ca. So let's go to aplusstudents.ca. So we said homophones are words that sounds the same, but they have different spellings and meanings, right? Now let's go to aplusstudents.ca. All right, so we're gonna look at homophones with pictures. If we look at this picture, right, the homophone with the picture, it says which word matches the picture. We need to say which word matches the picture. Is it night or is it night? All right, so if we look at these two words, right? It's a night with a K, and then we have night, right, with just with an N. And if we look at this picture, right, we're gonna have to match the word, just night, with the picture. And if we choose the correct night, we will choose the second option because it's like day and night, right? All right, so we say night, right? It's like day and it's night, so we say night, especially if we look at the picture. All right. We need to say, we need to look at the picture, look at the pictures, and we're going to match the word with it. So homophones are words, it sounds the same, but they have different spellings and meanings. All right. So now we're gonna have to look at the pictures and we're gonna have to match it with certain words, right? We already said that one. Okay, so which picture matches, or which word matches the picture? And if we look at that specific picture, right? This is an inn or hotel many years ago. So this is an inn. So it's an inn, right? And an inn is like it's like a hotel, but like a cheaper hotel. All right. So we say that is an inn, right? And an inn is like a hotel. It's like a hotel, but it's like a cheaper version of a hotel, right? An inn. If we look at this word at the picture, and he's showing to his ear, so he's trying to hear what someone is trying to say. All right. So if we look at this picture, right? This picture with the boy with the green t-shirt on, right? He's trying to hear whatever that somebody's saying. So if we, for example, say or changes that word from hear to heard, right? Because he's still trying to hear what we are saying, which means that we will then, for example, say that he heard, right? To hear something is you heard it. And the thing is, with homophones, sometimes it can be tricky because the wordings are spelled different. All right. So again, we said homophones are words that sounds the same, but they have different spellings and they have different meanings, right? For example, my friend and I buy lunch at school. So they buy lunch at school. And if we look at that first word buy, right? It means that you need to pay for something. That is buy. It's like you pay for something, I'm buying it, it's an exchange. I give you money, you give me goods. Then we have another set which is buy, which is B-U, B-Y. So buy, which is B-Y. And then we have buy, which is B-Y-E, right? And this to each other, it's when you ring bells, you say goodbye, you're leaving someone, right? But bye is a shortened version of goodbye. All right. So we said homophones are words, right? That sounds the same, but they have different spellings and meaning, right? And also when it comes to homophones, sometimes the wordings are, let's say, different, right? But the pictures can sometimes be the same, or the context in which it is the same, right? Oopsie. All right, let's go to our test. Okay, so we're gonna look at this picture right now, and then we're gonna write down the correct word that matches the picture. So which word matches the picture? This word is sail, right? Like on a boat or ship, you're going to sail to wherever, right? But now, which word is the correct word to use? Is the option one sail or option two sail? right. And if we look at if we choose the correct word to match the picture, then we're going to say it is sale. And sale is correct. So which word matches the picture? So both of these words means bear, which is B-A-R-E, and bear, which is B-E-A-R. All right, so now which word matches the picture? So we can say the second one, which is a big brown bear. All right, and bear is correct. So well done. Which word matches the picture? Is it the first option or the second option? All right. Is this going to be the first option, which is night with the K, or is it the second option, which is night with an N? Like day and night. Are we choosing the first option with a K or the second one? And if we're going to choose one of the correct ones, we're going to go with the second one, which is Night, night. So which word matches the picture? Night with the K. Oh, we already said night. We just have to choose. So if we look at this picture, right, is this male, which is M-A-L-E, or is it male, M-A-I-L? It's like letters that is being sent to you. All right. So if we look at the picture and we're going to match the word, right, then yes, the second option is correct, male, but it is basically just letters, right? And like we said, we don't even do mail no more because everything is just scanned in and you can send it via WhatsApp or you can send it via, you can make calls, right? So the mailing system where you had to fly over to go and drop something, that took forever. So he has a mole. All right, so we said male, right? And that is correct. All right, so now we're looking at the next one. This is a fruit. It says which word matches the picture. So which word matches the picture? Is it the first one, which is pear, Pair, or is it the second word, Pear, pear? So we need to match the picture, right? And this is a fruit. The other word, there's two words, right? One being a fruit, and the other one meaning it's almost like it's like working together with someone. All right, so which picture? This picture over here is a pear. So we will say this is a pear, right? And which pear? We will say it's the bottom pear. And pear is correct. So which word matches the picture? Is it pause or pause? All right. If we choose the correct one, we will choose the second one. So do we have pause and pause. And the first word pause is like you're saying it must come to a complete stop or halt. And then the second one is pause. It is almost like the feet of the animal. So we're going to pause, paw. All right. So pause, all right? And pause is correct. So well done. All right. Yeah, it also says which word matches the picture, horse or horse. All right. So if we look at the correct word, we will choose he is a horse. All right. So what is an example? Give me your example, please. And horse is correct. So well done. Horse is correct. So now we're going to use the correct homophone. Your and your. That is also correct. Yes, your and your is correct because you need to know how to use it and in which context you need to use it. So that is correct because it's words that sounds the same but they have different spelling and meaning. So well done. Yes, your and your is. It is basically a homophone because it's words that sounds the same but they have different spellings and meanings. All right. It says here we need to complete the sentence with the correct homophone. Michelle sat on the and waited for me. All right, so here it says Michelle sat on the stairs, right? And the reason why we're saying stairs, yes, two words stairs. We have this stairs and we have this stairs. So which one is the correct one? Like Michelle sat on the stairs and waited for me. Which one is correct? So Michelle sat on the stairs and waited for me. We need to write one of that. We need to basically mention or write down the correct one. Is it the first one stairs or the second one stairs? And if we look at the correct word, and then yes, we are going to choose this one, right? Because that is stairs. It's like we are going up the stairs, down the stairs, right? And this word over here, it's like when you are looking at someone all the time. It's like you're staring. It's like you're looking or watching someone all the time. Whereas this one is correct. It is going up and down the stairs, like the staircase. So which means that we say that Michelle sat on the stairs and waited for me. So that one is correct. Well done. All right. So we said Michelle waited for me on the stairs. And has six legs and a large head. So what has six legs and a large head and is very tiny? And has six legs and large head, and that is an ant, right? Oopsie. So an ant. Now we need to complete the sentence with the correct one. The last one, it says, its grandfather wrote a book about the war, right? Things that happened in the war. So he wrote a book about the war. And ant is correct. So well done. All right. Now we're going to our test, right? We need to complete the sentence with the correct homophone. I always, do we say I always warn? Well, I always warn you when bad weather is coming. I always warn you, which is the first one, or I always warn you when bad weather is coming. Which one is correct? Is it the first one or the second one? It's like when you're warning someone. One of this means that you're warning someone that something is coming, and the other one means it's almost like you're dressing, something that you're wearing. And if we choose the correct one, yes, then warn is correct, right? Warn is correct because the second warn, it's like saying wearing, right? I did wear that, for example. I worn it. I've worn it. We are going on a vacation for a, do we say week? Right? So now we need to choose which word is correct. Is it week, W-E-E-K, or W-E-A-K? Week. So we're going on vacation for a week. And if we choose the correct one, we will say it is week, which is W-E-K. Yes, well done. Week is correct because it's like week meaning for, let's say, Monday to Friday, for example, or Monday to Sunday. Who's having dinner with us? Is it the first one or the second one? Who's having dinner with us this week? All right, so who's having dinner with us next week? Who's? All right. We must also understand if you're asking who's having dinner, then it's almost like saying who is having dinner. And if we choose the correct one by saying who is having dinner with us, we'll say the first one. Who is or who's having dinner with you, right? Because remember, it's like asking who is, right? That is why we chose the first one. Who, it's like asking who is having dinner with us. But well done, everybody. Well done. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on homophones. Thank you very much, Grade 4, for joining the class and for being interactive. You should have a good weekend further. Goodbye.